But let's step outside the hospitals, Jason. Because this goes further than medicine. Much further. Let's talk about your schools, your Christian schools, your hashtag Christian, your hashtag God. You call yourself a soldier for your faith. So tell me, Jason, where is your voice for the Australians that your faith has been legally permitted to destroy? Nathan Zamprogno taught at Christian schools in Sydney for 20 years. 20 years of service, 20 years in the classroom. In 2020, his school discovered his sexuality and he was sacked, gone. Not because of his performance, not because of a complaint from a student or a parent about his teaching, because of who he is, who he loves, and he described sitting in staff meetings while his headmaster casually said, "I wouldn't employ a gay teacher," and having to sink into his chair while a part of him died inside, every single time. No charges, no arrests, no avenue to challenge it. Perfectly legal. A gay teacher at a religious private school in Western Sydney found herself abruptly unemployed after being outed by a parent, not dismissed for cause, not let go for performance, outed, and gone. Because of who she is. No charges, no arrests, no avenue to challenge it. Perfectly legal. And these are not isolated cases. Jason, under Australian federal law, religious schools and faith-based organizations have formal legal exemptions that allow them to discriminate against staff and students on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity. 1 in 3 Australian students attend a non-government school. Almost 2 in 5 school employees work in them. The overwhelming majority of those schools are religiously affiliated. That means right now, today, in this country, a teacher can be fired, a student can be expelled, not for what they did, not for what they said, not for any threat they made to anyone, for existing, for being gay, for being transgender, for loving who they love. And the law does not just permit it, Jason. The law protects it. The Australian Law Reform Commission found strong public support for removing these exemptions, including among parents and people of faith. They concluded that a religious ethos could be maintained without giving institutions the legal right to discriminate against the people in their care. And yet, the exemptions remain year after year, government after government. Your side has spent decades lobbying to keep those exemptions, fighting to maintain the legal right to tell a gay teacher their 20 years of service means nothing, to tell a gay student they don't belong, to tell an entire category of Australians that in your institutions they are lesser. And Jason, not one vlog, not one hashtag, not one question to your audience about the 2-tier system that has allowed your faith to do this while facing no consequence whatsoever. You want to talk about who the law protects in this country. You want to talk about who gets to cause harm without being charged, without being arrested, without facing a single day in court. Look at your schools, Jason. The answer has been sitting right there the whole time.